of medical marijuana. Please give it up for Barbara Humphries.
I need to get somebody to come hold this sign. Hold on. Hold on a moment.
You can just stick it in your pocket.
Hi. How are you? Thank you for coming out today. 4 days ago, I was sitting in a chair at Baylor Hospital getting my very last chemo treatment ever. And today I'm here talking to you. I am 32 years old. My name is Barbara Humphries, and I am a survivor of stage 3 invasive breast cancer. I was diagnosed on my 31st birthday, and my doctor said from the size of my tumor that I had it for 8 to 10 years, which means that I developed breast cancer at age 20. Think about that right now, because I see all of you out here, and almost all of you are at least 20, right? Yeah. It's October, and it is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I want to take a moment and just talk about it for a second. Talk about how important it is for everybody to check themselves. That goes for men too, because did you know that men also get breast cancer? How many of you knew that? That's not a lot of people raising their hands, so at least some people heard it that maybe didn't. But it's very important to know what's going on. You don't necessarily have to have a lump for it to be breast cancer. You can have swollen lymph nodes under your arms. You can have discharge from your nipples. I'm sorry if that's uncomfortable, but everybody needs to know that, because you need to know what to look for in case something like this happens to you. Because if I hadn't figured it out, I'd be dead right now, and that's not okay with me. So back to what I am here for. I used cannabis medically the entire time I was going through my cancer treatment. I went through 1 entire year of chemotherapy, 33 rounds of radiation, and multiple surgeries. And the entire time I was using cannabis. I was able to eat.
Thank you, yes.
I gained 35 pounds.
Yeah.
I didn't waste away. I didn't get sick. I didn't spend nearly as much time in the hospital as a lot of cancer patients do. You know, I was there 4 days ago, for 3 hours with a needle in my chest, and I'm here right now. How many people do you know battling cancer that can say that? Cannabis saved my life. I'm also the patient outreach coordinator for DFW NORML. So I can be reached through the NORML page. I can also be reached through my own personal Facebook page. Again, my name is Barbara Humphries, and I would love to help you out in any way I can. If you want to be more active, if you want to learn about lobbying, if you want to give me your personal medical score to take with me, I would love to do that. Please contact me. So, while I was in the middle of my treatments, while I was going through the worst one, I had 3 different chemo drugs that I was taking at one time. I was on one called the Red Double, or the Red Dub, which made me extremely sick. And on top of that, I was taking Cytoxin and another chemo drug called 5-FU. And the day after I got out of the hospital, getting a blood transfusion, I drove all the way to Austin, Texas, to the Capitol, and I lobbied for medical marijuana. It didn't matter how sick I felt, it didn't matter what I was going through. I made sure I went to every single meeting at the Capitol. I went 9 separate times. And what I want to do between now and the next start of the legislative session. We have a lot of work to do. And like Sean was saying, get to know your representatives. You can go on Google and Google who is my rep, and it'll pull up a website, it'll tell you your representative, your senator, all that information. And all I ask from you is to just email them or write them or call them and tell them how you feel about marijuana, because we need to get this passed in the state of Texas. I was also given the opportunity to work really closely with Marissa Marquez on the full plan medical marijuana bill that has come to the I got to do the keynote speech on that for the press release, and it was amazing. So let me tell you something. The amount of energy that I get from doing this is amazing. It's like riding the roller coaster times 1,000. And I know a lot of people like adrenaline. So if you are interested in something like that, please talk to me. Who wants to help me out? I want to talk just very briefly about a little girl named Alexis Portell. I like to always talk about her. I've become really great friends with her dad and her mom. And if you don't know who she is, I'll do a little bit of intro on her so that you do, because it's really important. She is a 10-year-old girl. She is from Rowlett, Texas. And when she was 9, she became very well known speaking publicly for medical cannabis. A 9-year-old, little girl. The power that she had behind her was phenomenal, for one. When I saw her, it brought me to tears. But I said, if she can do it, I can do it, and she inspired me. So I always want to talk about her when I'm at events. She moved to Colorado and has now been over 6 months seizure-free.
200 days today.
Exactly 200 days today. That's not a theory anymore, that's proof. And we need to get numbers. Can we get a bunch of people together? Can we all do this? Are y'all with me? Thank you all for coming out. And I'm going to hand this over to Sean for the next speaker. I appreciate it.